A person who truly loves you will give you two things without any reason. Imagine a love that is unshakable, a love that doesn't depend on fleeting emotions or external conditions. What if love could be rooted in wisdom, selflessness, and virtue? What if, instead of seeking what we can gain, we gave freely, knowing that true love is an offering of our highest self? Today, we'll explore the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and how it reveals a love that transcends expectations, challenges, and outcomes. Stay with me as we uncover the two powerful gifts a person who truly loves you will give, not because they must, but because they can. Number 1. Unconditional virtue. In Stoic philosophy, virtue is seen as the highest good. And love rooted in virtue is not based on expectations, conditions, or rewards. It is an act of living according to wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. True love, in this sense, arises from an individual's character and commitment to acting in alignment with reason, rather than seeking personal gain. To love unconditionally means that love is not a transaction. It's not about what the other person can offer in return. A Stoic lover offers love freely, without demanding anything, because their actions are motivated by a deeper sense of virtue. For them, love is not an emotional impulse or a fleeting desire, but a conscious choice to act in a way that promotes the well-being of the other person, regardless of the external outcome. There is a story of a wise old man in a village who, though poor, shared his food with anyone in need. One day, a traveler asked him, "Why do you give to others when you have so little for yourself?" The old man smiled and said, "I give because my love for others is not measured by what I have, but by who I choose to be." Love that expects something in return is not love. It is trade. His kindness was a reflection of his virtuous character, not a pursuit of material gain or gratitude. The Stoic perspective on love teaches us that true love is rooted in acting with integrity and virtue. It requires no external validation because it flows from within, a gift to others without the expectation of anything back. The value of such love is immeasurable, not because of what it can yield, but because it aligns with our highest virtues. Number 2, wisdom and understanding. In Stoic philosophy, wisdom is considered one of the cardinal virtues, and it plays a central role in how we love and relate to others. True love, from a Stoic perspective, is rooted in wisdom and understanding. A person who loves deeply will not merely act based on emotion or impulsive desire. Instead, their actions are informed by a clear, rational understanding of the other person's needs, struggles, and potential. Wisdom in love means recognizing that every individual is on their own journey and may face challenges that we cannot immediately comprehend. The wise lover does not rush to judgment but seeks to understand the other person's circumstances. They approach the other with empathy and clarity, understanding that the complexities of human nature and life can shape behavior in ways that are not always apparent at first glance. Understanding in this sense is not just intellectual but also emotional. The wise lover recognizes that love requires patience and the capacity to tolerate imperfections. They are aware that no one is perfect, and they will not demand an unrealistic standard of flawlessness from their loved ones. Instead, they provide the space for growth and transformation, supporting the other as they navigate life's difficulties. In offering wisdom, the Stoic lover seeks to guide and nurture the other, helping them develop their own virtues. This guidance is given with the understanding that both individuals are constantly evolving, and that love is a mutual process of learning and improvement. Thus, wisdom and understanding become the foundation for actions that aim to foster the well-being and growth of the loved one, rather than acting out of ego or a desire to control. Number 3. Selflessness. Selflessness is at the core of Stoic love. In the Stoic view, love that is genuine is not driven by personal gain or the desire to receive anything in return. It is not a transaction or a means of fulfilling one's own desires. Instead, it is rooted in a deep commitment to the well-being of the other person. A selfless lover is not motivated by what they can obtain, but by what they can give. This selflessness reflects a key Stoic principle, that our actions should be in harmony with nature and reason, not influenced by selfish impulses or external rewards. When someone loves with selflessness, they act with a sense of duty and virtue, not out of a need for validation, praise, or any material benefit. They understand that true love is an expression of the highest form of human goodness, untainted by selfishness or egotism. Selflessness in love means putting the needs and interests of the other person ahead of one's own. It could manifest in small everyday gestures, such as offering support during difficult times, or making sacrifices without hesitation. It also involves the ability to give space and freedom to the other, recognizing that love does not seek to possess or control, but rather to nurture and uplift. A selfless lover is not disappointed by a lack of reciprocation because their love is not contingent on receiving something back. Instead, their joy comes from knowing they have acted in a way that is aligned with virtue and wisdom, offering care and concern for another without expectation. Selflessness in Stoic love teaches that it is better to give than to receive, and that in this giving one finds true fulfillment. Number 4. The gift of time. In Stoic philosophy, time is regarded as one of the most precious resources, for it is limited and irreplaceable. The one who truly loves another recognizes this inherent value of time and is willing to offer it selflessly. When love is genuine, it transcends material gifts or fleeting pleasures. It is often shown in the simple but profound act of giving one's time, without any expectation of reward or recognition. Time, unlike tangible assets, cannot be replenished once spent. Therefore, the Stoic lover understands that offering time is a profound gift. It requires intention, focus, and presence. To give time means to show up for someone, to listen, to be with them in their moments of need, and to offer one's full attention. In this way, time becomes an expression of care that is not contingent upon what the loved one can provide in return. The Stoic also recognizes that time is a precious resource, not just for the loved one, but for oneself as well. By offering time freely, they act in accordance with virtue, not as a form of self-sacrifice, but as a choice guided by reason. This is not about being busy or merely passing time, but about being truly present and engaged in the relationship. The Stoic lover, therefore, does not offer their time out of obligation or a sense of duty, but from a place of intentionality, understanding that this investment in another person is in alignment with their higher values. The gift of time, in this Stoic sense, is also a recognition of life's impermanence. It is an acknowledgement that we cannot control the future, but we can choose to make the most of the present by offering what we have, our attention and presence. Time is the ultimate irreplaceable gift. Number 5. Emotional support. Emotional support is an essential component of true love, especially from a Stoic perspective. In Stoicism, one of the key principles is the ability to remain calm and grounded in the face of external turmoil. However, this does not mean that one should be indifferent to the struggles of others. Rather, it calls for offering emotional support in a way that is thoughtful, measured, and free from attachment to the outcome. A person who loves deeply offers emotional support by recognizing and validating the emotions of the other. They understand that everyone experiences hardship and inner turmoil, and they are willing to be a source of comfort without judgment or haste. The Stoic lover provides emotional support not to manipulate or control, but as a genuine offering of care for the other person's well-being. It is about being there for them, whether they are dealing with grief, frustration, or uncertainty, and providing a steady presence through these difficult moments. In offering emotional support, the Stoic does not impose their own emotional state or expectations onto the other person. Instead, they maintain their emotional balance while understanding that the loved one may need space, empathy, or reassurance. This form of support is given freely, not out of a desire to fix the other, but to simply provide them with the emotional space to process their own experiences. The Stoic lover's emotional support is not motivated by the hope of receiving something in return. It is not transactional, rather it is based on the recognition that human connection and compassion are central to life. The Stoic understands that, while we cannot control the emotions of others, we can offer a reliable, steady presence that helps them navigate their feelings in a way that aligns with virtue and wisdom. Number 6. Unwavering patience. Patience is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy and a vital expression of true love. In Stoicism, it is understood that life is full of challenges and events that are beyond our control. Stoics advocate for cultivating patience in response to these external circumstances, understanding that the pace of life and the growth of others cannot always align with our desires. A person who loves with genuine depth offers patience not because it is easy, but because it reflects a deep understanding of human nature and the impermanence of all things. The Stoic lover shows unwavering patience by accepting that others may need time to grow, change, or overcome personal difficulties. They do not rush or force the other person to conform to their own timeline or expectations. Instead, they offer the space for the loved one to develop at their own pace, knowing that growth is often slow and non-linear. This form of patience is grounded in the understanding that each person's journey is unique and that real transformation takes time. The Stoic lover recognizes that patience is not merely about tolerating imperfections, but about embracing them with a sense of equanimity. They do not allow frustrations or setbacks to cloud their judgment or the quality of their love. In moments of adversity, the Stoic lover remains steady, choosing to focus on the virtues of the relationship rather than on fleeting emotions or external difficulties. This patience is not born out of passivity, but from a place of active understanding and wisdom. The Stoic lover knows that true love is not defined by how quickly things progress or how perfect the relationship becomes, but by the steady, calm presence maintained in the face of all that life throws their way. They embrace patience as a tool for nurturing love, knowing that the foundation of lasting affection is built slowly, over time, through mutual growth and acceptance. Number 7. Freedom to be. A central idea in Stoic philosophy is the recognition that true freedom lies in the ability to live in accordance with nature and reason. When it comes to love, this principle translates into granting the freedom for both individuals to be themselves without coercion or undue influence. A person who truly loves you will give you the freedom to be your authentic self, embracing your individuality without attempting to control or alter who you are. In Stoic thought, love is not about possession or manipulation. It is about mutual respect for each person's autonomy. A lover who understands this will not impose their desires or expectations on you, but will support your personal growth and self-expression. They do not seek to change your fundamental nature to fit their own needs or ideals. Instead, they create an environment where you are free to express yourself without fear of judgment or restraint. This freedom is essential because it aligns with the Stoic view that each person is responsible for their own actions, emotions, and growth. While love can provide support, guidance, and encouragement, it cannot thrive if it stifles individuality. A Stoic lover understands that love is not about creating dependence, but rather fostering interdependence, where both individuals can flourish independently while still nurturing a deep connection. Granting the freedom to be oneself means accepting flaws and imperfections, not expecting the other to be perfect or fit an idealized image. The Stoic lover accepts that, just like them, you are a work in progress, and that your uniqueness is part of what makes the relationship meaningful. They value your autonomy and the space to evolve as a person, knowing that true love is based on mutual respect for the freedom and individuality of each person involved. Number 8. Non-attachment to outcome. In Stoic philosophy, the idea of non-attachment is central to living a virtuous life. It teaches that we should not allow our happiness or peace of mind to be dependent on external outcomes, as these are beyond our control. When it comes to love, this Stoic principle manifests in the way a person who truly loves you will give without expecting anything in return, and without becoming attached to specific results or reciprocation. A Stoic lover understands that love cannot be measured by external validation or tangible outcomes. They do not give affection, time, or care with the expectation of receiving something back. Instead, they act from a place of genuine concern for your well-being, and their love is not conditional on how you respond. This reflects the Stoic belief that we should act in accordance with virtue, independent of how others react or what we might gain. The lover who practices non-attachment also recognizes that they cannot control how the other person feels, nor can they guarantee that their love will be reciprocated in the same way. Rather than seeking reassurance or affection in return, they find fulfillment in the act of loving itself. By focusing on what they can control, their own actions and character, they avoid becoming disillusioned by external circumstances, such as a lack of recognition or appreciation. This non-attachment fosters resilience in the face of challenges. When things do not go as expected, the Stoic lover does not dwell on disappointment or frustration. Instead, they accept the situation as it is and continue to act with integrity, knowing that love, rooted in virtue, is its own reward. They are not deterred by outcomes, but remain steadfast in their commitment to act out of genuine care and wisdom. Number 9. Self-improvement and growth. Self-improvement is a key tenet of Stoic philosophy, and it extends to how love is practiced and experienced. The Stoic lover understands that true love is not stagnant. It is a dynamic force that encourages both individuals to grow and become better versions of themselves. A person who truly loves you will support your growth, not just in terms of accomplishments or material success, but in the cultivation of virtue and wisdom. In the Stoic view, life is a constant journey of personal development, and love provides an opportunity to walk that journey together, fostering each other's progress. The Stoic lover encourages you to strive for excellence in character, to improve your wisdom, and to cultivate inner peace. Rather than merely accepting you as you are, they inspire you to grow, offering guidance, support, and constructive feedback when necessary. However, this encouragement is never out of a desire to control or change you, but rather to help you fulfill your potential as a person aligned with reason and virtue. True love from this perspective is not about stifling individuality, but about fostering an environment in which both individuals can improve together. The Stoic lover understands that growth is a continuous process that requires both patience and effort. They are committed to helping you overcome obstacles and challenges, not with the goal of perfection, but with the goal of becoming a more virtuous, resilient, and fulfilled person. The Stoic lover sees the relationship itself as an opportunity for mutual growth. By engaging in open, honest dialogue and offering support through difficult times, both individuals become better. This growth is not a superficial pursuit, but is rooted in the deep and ongoing work of improving one's mind, emotions, and actions. Living in accordance with Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Number 10. Unshakable stability. In Stoic philosophy, stability is a reflection of inner strength and the ability to remain grounded despite external fluctuations. A Stoic lover embodies this principle by offering unshakable stability, both emotionally and in their commitment to the relationship. This stability is not driven by fleeting emotions or the unpredictable nature of external events, but by a solid foundation of virtue, reason, and wisdom. The Stoic lover recognizes that life is full of uncertainties, challenges, and emotional highs and lows. Yet they choose to maintain their composure, unaffected by the turbulence that surrounds them. In moments of stress, conflict, or difficulty, they do not allow their feelings to dictate their actions. Instead, they rely on rational thought and their principles, ensuring that their love remains constant and reliable, even in the face of adversity. This emotional steadiness fosters a sense of security and trust in the relationship. The Stoic lover is not prone to dramatic emotional swings or impulsive reactions. Their presence is a calm anchor, providing a sense of reassurance and stability for their loved one. They demonstrate resilience by remaining composed when circumstances challenge the relationship, understanding that the bond between two people is not fragile, but rather should be rooted in mutual respect and enduring virtue. Unshakable stability in love is about commitment to long-term growth and flourishing, rather than temporary satisfaction. The Stoic lover does not measure the success of the relationship by short-term emotions or external rewards, but by the enduring strength of the bond and the shared pursuit of virtue. They remain steadfast, knowing that true love is not swayed by external factors, but is built upon the deep and lasting foundation of mutual understanding, respect, and consistency. True love, from a Stoic perspective, is rooted in virtue, wisdom, and an unwavering commitment to the well-being and growth of the other. It transcends fleeting emotions or external rewards, focusing instead on the timeless qualities of selflessness, patience, and emotional support. A Stoic lover offers unconditional love, encourages mutual growth, and provides stability in the face of life's uncertainties. By embracing these principles, love becomes a constant source of strength and a powerful force for flourishing. Good luck on your journey of love and wisdom. Thank you for engaging with these reflections, and may your relationships be filled with the virtues that bring lasting happiness.